It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Warriors in Oakland. And for Golden State, they've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. And Klay Thompson, the son of former first overall pick Michael Thompson, when he gets hot, he can take over games.
Hey, you know what? This guy, didn't he have 37 in one quarter last year? How incredible is that to get 37 in a quarter?
Not only that, Kenny also had 26 in a quarter later on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he can shoot over anyone with his height. He has a quick release. You know, he probably has the prettiest shot in the game.
I would agree with that.
37 in a quarter.
Right.
And your career high was?
41.
41 is your career high. 37 and a quarter. Does that impress Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah.
What's your high in a quarter?
I don't know. I didn't get the ball that much. You know who I played with.
You had 50. You had 60 in a game. Oh, my God.
I heard you, Shaq. I heard you.
I could be subliminal.
Let's get it to Kevin Harlan right now.
Because the guy didn't get it to him.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. In a one-game homestand for the Warriors, as Golden State will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. A season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly. Guys, they're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so you've got to come prepared and focused and ready to play.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron James is out there with Anthony Davis. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. And it's Bryant in at the 2 spot. 5 to shoot. James kicks to Howard. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And for LeBron James, a remarkable step. Greg, he had increased his field goal percentage for 7 consecutive seasons going into 2014.
Yeah, a steep decline last season, though, back below 50%. Was it just the challenge of new teammates and a new system, or the mileage he's accumulated? This season may start to answer that question.
Kobe misses.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot. And you know, with LeBron, he's played over 40,000 career minutes. He's played more than Larry Bird did his entire career, more than NBA Iron Man Andre Miller as well. And those miles take their toll.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Puts it up from 17, and the shot is good. Curry's got his first basket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. And for LeBron, last season, the longest injury absence of his career. I think he's smart to protect his body, though. If he can keep healthy, he can play for a long time at a very high level.
Now here's Davis. He had 22 points in the win against Portland.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. On the wing, Thompson. For the 3. Here's Green, and stolen by LeBron. On Rondo dishes to James. That puts them in the lead.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
No good on the second free throw.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
Davis, and there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
The first free throw is good.
Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still, though, he remains humble, determined to improve, and dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And his former coach, Monty Williams, played with some greats. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. He says he sees that same desire to dominate in Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he wants to be great and doesn't see himself as a finished product, which is a good thing. That means he's going to continue to stay humble and hungry and put the work in.
Now here's Rondo after the miss from Stephen Curry. The feed to Bryant. LeBron against Iguodala. And again, no good by the Lakers. Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Thompson against Bryant. And the wide-open shot from Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got his first points in this one. Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Steve Kerr had a few moments to share with me. Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said, there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
Thank you, Doris. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Bryant, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Good D by Thompson. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to Denver.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
Now here's James after the miss from Klay Thompson. The kick out to Bryant. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Kobe's got 5.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
There's the pass to Green. And the layup's good off the glass.
shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. James kicks to Rondo. And it's Davis at the elbow. Pass to James. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7, and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
He hits the second from the line.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Curry against Rondo. Dishes it to Davis. And for the Lakers, without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person, Clark, stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles, fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
And it also led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against. So we can't forget about that part of it either.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Now here's Davis. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Fires from deep. The Lakers rebound. They shoot again. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Barnes passes to Curry. And it's off from three-point range.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. There's the dish to Spates. Outside Curry. And there's the 3-second violation.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Rondo. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Now, here's Bradley. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Rondo kicks to Davis. Misses off the right iron.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Curry dishes to Thompson. Green passes to Curry. Spates against Morris. Bank shot, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Spates against Rondo. Pass to Davis. Fades and shoots. And yes, sir, that one drops. Davis has got 5 points so far.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it too.
Spates with a screen on Bradley. Back to Curry. Rebound the Lakers.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
James outside. It's Bradley on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Spates kicks to Curry. Outside, Green. At the top of the key, Spates. Spates missing again.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
James kicks to Rondo. Feeds it to Morris. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And former Coach of the Year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Some changes for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And then for the Lakers, Smith comes in for LeBron. And Andre Miller has subbed in for Rajon Rondo. 1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Here is Livingston, covered by Miller. Barbosa for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here is Davis. He's got 5. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Green.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Livingston dishes to Barnes. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Los Angeles leading by 4. Miller kicks to Davis. Pass to Bradley. Shot from the wing. For 3, Smith. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Barbosa for 3, and it's Barbosa again missing. Kept alive. Green inside the 3-point line. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Los Angeles has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Miller outside. Davis up top. In the corner, it's Morris. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Morris has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Shot from 12. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for two.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Speights.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
5 seconds left to play in the first. That's a 2 from Smith. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective. Well, Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries is coming back for him just a matter of great adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
Iguodala, the 3 with Barnes, the stretch 4. Barbosa is out there with Livingston, and it's Bogut in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
And here are the Warriors now. After the basket by the Lakers, Barbosa for 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Miller against Barbosa. Screened by Howard. Miller the pass to Howard. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And nice job again that time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
And the shot is good.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Here is Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. There's the bucket. Good.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
And the Lakers call time here.
And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
When you think about Shaun Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
State, Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. And then for Los Angeles, James checked in for Markieff Morris. Kobe comes in for Smith. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Miller. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
Now here's Barnes, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Out to Thompson. It's good from about 19 feet. Now just a 5-point Laker lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Man, for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And both free throws good for LeBron. A big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
Now here's James after the miss from Stephen Curry. Bradley dishes to Kobe. Kicks it to Rondo. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shot's good.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the #2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Rondo.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Iguodala against Howard. Here's James. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And now a 12-point Laker lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Barnes kicks to Curry. Bogut with a screen on Rondo. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Rondo. He's got 6. It's Bradley on the wing. Howard in the post. Bogut on him. No good from Howard.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Curry passes to Bogut. It's Thompson off the drive, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin, and a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. That free throw good from Thompson.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
Howard with a screen on Bogut. And stolen by Barnes. Iguodala outside. Curry wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. And now it's just a 4-point Laker lead.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves.
Now, here's Thompson. Last game he had 12. He kicks it to Bogut. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it, and the rejection by LeBron. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Green in for Barnes. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Davis is checked in. 3 on the clock. Puts it up from 15. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Klay Thompson. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Davis sets a screen. Outside Brent. Davis against Green. A fadeaway. And the Lakers with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look. You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
And the Lakers call time here. Great for Thompson, a hard-working defender. You were talking about it. Do you think Clark, his offensive style, frees him up to put more energy into defense?
Well, you know, it could be. I mean, he's extremely smooth. He's uber smooth in how he operates. He doesn't have to drive the lane and absorb a lot of contact to get his shot off, and he's quick and efficient with his offense, so that does leave him more energy for the defensive end.
Now here's James. 26 points for him last game against Portland.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
That's good.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Golden State's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Spates sets a screen. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for Andre Iguodala. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Now here's Davis. He's got 5. A stupendous finish in traffic. Davis has got 7.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Outside Curry. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. Here's Iguodala. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Davis setting the pick for Bradley. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside, Green. Thompson from long range. And another 3 for Golden State.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's Bryant. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Davis against Green. 4 on the shot clock. And Davis, here we go, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, but that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Now, here's Curry. 6 points for him. A 1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. The three-pointer, no good. James kicks to Waiters.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never been a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
That free throw, no good. And the Warriors with some changes. Barbosa comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And then for Los Angeles, Morris is checked in for LeBron. Smith comes in for Kobe. And Miller's subbed in for Bradley. So he comes up empty, missing both. The Warriors leading. Livingston kicks to Spates, and it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. Ray getting back to Waiters. There's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Miller dishes to Smith. Morris with the screen for Smith. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Green, no luck. Lakers trail by 5. Miller outside. 1:15 left in the first half. Smith, no good. The Warriors shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. It's Thompson off the drive. Open shot, Green. Again, the miss by Green. LA's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Stolen by Thompson. Livingston passes to Barbosa, and Davis sends it back, and they're able to recover. Thompson for 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Miller kicks to Davis. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
Warriors leading by 6. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Raiders against Barbosa. He feeds it to Green. Here is Livingston. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Davis with it. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And we finish one half of basketball. The Warriors on top up by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of the team you're playing here tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thank you. They know they've got their hands full, Kevin.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. It's really great to see him back to what appears to be top form coming off the injury. There's a sense of reassurance that he's healthy after the first 2 quarters back. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight. They showed great court vision and great ball movement. That's why they had so many assists. It's much easier to defend guys who don't want to pass the basketball.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they've been so far.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.